We're back again. It's a three-piece. It's this man right here. He's always doing his thing, but he's really doing his thing now. Like he's really doing his thing. But and I knew this was going to happen. I told y'all one or two things. Yeah, I should probably go back and rewatch the video I did where I said that. But for now, let's just assume I said it right. Let's just assume I said it right. I said what I was thinking. I told you I was going to go one or two ways. Either Sakamoto crashes out and becomes the best assassin in the world, or he crumbles on the inside and becomes more human. And it looks like chapter 212. Chapter 212. We have gotten to the point where Sakamoto cannot move his body when he's in combat because of his ability to be traumatized for what happened to his wife and daughter. But guess who clearly, despite being in and around Sakamoto for such a long time, especially being the first person, guess who's still standing on business without hesitation? Your boy. Immediately locked in. Telling them to shoot him. And he did it to multiple people. And it's like, what Shin feels like he should be where Sakamoto should be. Where although these things happen and he was gonna crash out. Even on Tenkyu, Shin was like, oh, if you're gonna step to me in mines, take my name tag. Run it. Give me the fade. The one-on-one. I want you to bleed for it. Shin was standing on business immediately, but for Sakamoto, it crippled him. And it made him be more human. And what we see is finally, we see the biggest thing that I was hoping to see from Sakamoto, which was the internal struggle of being an assassin. The internal struggle of picking to be a dad, a husband, and to own a store is the most human experience, the most respectable thing Sakamoto can go for. And yet here he is, for the first time throughout, well, not for the first time, but realistically, in a situation where it actually physically hinders him, for the first time, he is, the yawning. What's going on today? What is going on? This is the second time I've yawned. Well, as y'all can see in the last video, it'll be like the fourth, fifth, but this is crazy. I gotta hold my breath and stay awake. Anyway, this is the first time we see Sakamoto in a position where he's like, I should have never stopped being an assassin. I have to get it back. And guess who's right there to tell him, no, you found something important and worth fighting for. It is Shin. Shin is right there to tell him, you found something even more important. And that being afraid to lose people doesn't make you weak. In fact, it makes you stronger. Shin is starting to become one of my favorites in Sakamoto days. He may not be my favorite, when it comes to the hands. When it comes to the character, he's getting up there. Because he's showing the duality of still having that knack for an assassin, and yet is still able to pivot and be like, I'm going to protect this group of people. I might kill you if I have to. But I'm going to protect this group of people. And Sakamoto's able to pull him back and be like, no, that's not the right way to go. But the fact of the matter is this. Once Sakamoto gets over this hump, the way that he is stuck, frozen, two things are going to happen. Sakamoto will take a step back and really run a chain of all the stores over Japan, and Shin will become the new greatest assassin. Or Sakamoto is going to come back because of people who tried to take away his family, and he's going to wow out. And I mean, like, not like crash out for like fun, not like a little like, ooh, I'm gonna scuffle, I almost lost, I almost won, this is a competition. No, he's going to come back and he's going to wow out. No one else is going to wow out on his behalf except Shin. And Shin is already shown to be a certified crash out. And so once he sees the order members, Shin should be on site. Shin should not even hesitate. Sakamoto, on the other hand, he's going to hesitate because of his mental state. He's nerfed right now. He's not prime at all. And we know this. We knew that he was not prime. So we think, do we think Sakamoto, prime Sakamoto, was strong enough to be twice as much as Nagamo was? Or do we believe that they're neck and neck? Do we believe that they're rivals? I believe that they're rivals. And it sucks because there's no way prime Sakamoto can be the greatest assassin of all time still. With Takamura, Nagamo, Kanaguri, Azuki, Shishiba, who else? Shoot, even Osaragi, Gaku. There are so many contenders that make being the greatest assassin such a toss-up, because now it's no longer about prime Sakamoto, because the point is that we don't want Sakamoto to go back to that prime. We want him to go to a new prime. I want a prime Sakamoto that was better than the old one that we had, because in my opinion Nagamo should be stronger and still growing stronger, but we don't know. But for me, when I read this chapter and I see how Shin is taking leadership and is really trying to solve the issue as he sits on top of that tower with that microphone, and he's trying to use his powers to tell everyone to let the gun unload, two things are going to happen. It's going to overload Shin's brain. He's going to go out. That's a death flag. Or two, it's actually going to work successfully. Or three, it's going to work until it doesn't. And it's not going to get everybody. It's not going to get everybody. It would be too easy if this is the way that it goes out, because there has to be a follow-up. So let me put it like this. I need to see that prime Sakamoto get back in gear. I need him to and then pull off. I need him to get back in gear, because without him, we don't have enough steppers. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. We do have enough steppers, because Shisha and Osaragi, they come into our side. Well, technically they're not, but they are. It happens. But again, it's the humanity, because we're starting to see just how powerful it is, but also just how weak it is. Shishiba, being the person who cares so much now at this point in the story, is not the reason why they got out alive. Osaragi is someone who does not care at all, except for Shishiba, and even not in even like a warm-hearted, like, oh, human beings are cool. She's just like, there should not be a world where you dislike people, and if there is, I'm on the wrong team. Simple. And she's already like big stepper, throw a buzzsaw, cut anyone, everyone, it doesn't matter. She's clearly always going to step different. That's never going to change. So we see how much the heart gets in the way. Same thing happened to Hio. Same thing happened to Yatsumura, if you think about it. Yatsumura was not at the pinnacle of his assassin life cycle because of what happened with his son and his wife and everything that happened. So you have Shishiba, Yatsumura, well, Hio, Yatsumura, now Shishiba, and now Sakamoto, who's really literally paralyzed from having people that are so important to him that care about him. And now we're stuck at a dilemma where we have so many heavy hitters who are, one is dead, and the rest are taking a back seat, if you think about it, due to how they feel, due to how they navigate, due to the way that they have ideals about the philosophy of it. And so now what do we see? We see a bunch of heartless killers versus those who care. And the fact of the matter is, that statement that I believe it was Nagama who said, the ones who have the most heart end up dying first. we get to see that be tested in real time between those two groups. And so I'm curious, just as much as y'all are, to see what happens. And we just have to wait a week. We have to wait till Sunday at 11 o'clock. But y'all get the point. Sakamoto Days, it's going up. It's going up. And it's going to keep going up. So we'll see what happens. Y'all be easy. Peace.